Ain't they a beaut? So by popular demand, because I've had some comments about this on my last video, talking about these 10 pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel, death to America protesters. Now, this is a story that got buried. I saw an article about it at Fox News. 10 of these protesters arrested at the University of South Florida for unlawful assembly. Police had to use tear gas to disperse the crowd. But aren't these the type of people you just want to bring home to Ma? Talk about inbred, dysfunctional rejects. Well, here you go. If you want to know anything there is to know about these protesters, what you're up against, here it is. Here it is. So I also have a cultural moment for you tonight. Now, just a little house cleaning here. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. Hope you know what you're getting into. And I've seen some comments about, well, why don't you do more live action videos? Well, when I started this channel, and I just got to keep these mugshots up here just so it can sink in the type of people that we're dealing with here. This looks like the bottom of the barrel. Doesn't that guy, let's see, try to point my finger, him right there. Doesn't he look like the guy from Pawn Stars? He does, doesn't he? In a way, he looks like the guy from Pawn Stars. I mean, do you want your daughter dating any of these people? But when I started this channel, it was bare bones. I didn't have a whole lot of equipment to work with. I thought, well, why don't we just do the opposite of what you're doing on YouTube, where you have to have a microphone and $200 pairs of headphones to do a channel here on YouTube. Stupid. So we'll just do the reverse of everything you're supposed to do on YouTube. Do it raw. Just do the videos as they are, and if you like them, you like them. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? Would you take these people home to Ma? So now for a little cultural moment here. But again, thank you for watching, subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. So these are some of the new CDs I picked up in my collection because this is a channel that talks about history and cultural preservation, maybe a tinge of politics, current events, because nothing happens in a vacuum. So, but this is Telemon, really good CD. Glazunov, who's starting to get some traction finally. He's on Naxos. A little Jazz on the Rocks. Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. Now, I'm a little puzzled about this CD here because originally, I remember my grandma had this album. It was on the Sears label. If you remember, Sears back in the day, I guess, did this promotional thing with some of these record labels. And there was a Sears album that had this exact album on it. So I think this is the exact same album, except they added a couple tracks here. Now, I like the cover of this one here. This is Carol Lau, I think it is, or is it Low? Symphonies 1 and 2. Isn't that a cool cover? We have some Spyro Gyra, Morning Dance. This is a really good album. Andreas Romberg, Symphonies 1 and 3. And a shout out to CPO. CPO does a really great job of putting out all these CDs of these lesser known composers. Really great stuff out there. Go check out the CPO catalog. I'm not getting paid by CPO to say that, okay? Just so you know. Tchaikovsky. Isn't that a cool photo? That's Nemi Yarvi. Let me pan back here so you can see it. He's got the score on the side there. Tchaikovsky's Little Russian Symphony and Overtures. It's on this. This is a really cool CD. Theodor von Schacht. I like that name, von Schacht. Symphonies Volume Number 2. Now, the first volume has the Symphony in C and the Symphony in E flat. Let me fix my computer screen here. As I said, we do things rough here on the channel, so it is what it is. Then some Sebriani Potter. Symphony Number 1, Richard Sebeline, I think it is, or Sebelion, also on CPO. So that's part of my new set of CDs I got in the mail. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. But again, we've got these protesters. Now, my point here of showing you these CDs is if these protesters would focus their energy on creating great pieces of music, great pieces of art, and not tearing down everything they disagree with, the world might be a better place. They might not end up looking like this. By the way, these were photos that were released by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, just so you know. But go to Fox News to find this article about these 10 anti-Israel, pro-Hamas, Death to America protesters arrested at the University of South Florida. A story that got buried. So follow me at Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes, write music in my spare time. Or you can go to Culture Confederacy at Culture Confed1 on X. Oh, this is also a cool CD, before I forget. Dutch Symphonies. Now, this is kind of hard to find, but I like this CD a lot. This is a really good CD. And the reason why they have the butterflies on the cover here for this is because they do something where they work with butterflies or they preserve butterflies or something like that. Really cool. A lot of great music out there that's not being performed in the concert hall, and it should be. A lot of great stuff out there, folks. So thank you again for being with me. God bless this thing called the United States. You know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. I'll catch you next time, and you all have a great Sunday night.